Boruto Chapter 39 has been released. I will give you my summary of what I really think of the chapter in general, but there are loads of things in there that I want to discuss in separate videos, so I will be making separate videos for those. And for the people who actually comment in the comment section below, I will actually respond to you in a comment video that follows any other video that I make, right? So if you want your questions or your comment to be featured in the video, just write it in the comment section down below. So I made a few bullet points of things that I wanted to talk about, and the first one is Shikamaru and his intelligence, right? So apparently he restrained Kawaki and he set up borders, right? Or a barrier with a barrier squad, and apparently it will stop the enemy reinforcements from intervening. Now that is a good idea, however there's only one problem, and that problem is that the barrier squad are outside of the barrier instead of inside the barrier, so that makes it very easy access in order to take all of them down. Because think about it, the new generation of ninja are weaker than the old generation, so someone of Delta's caliber can easily swoop in and take all these barrier squad people out without any issue at all. So yeah, it's intelligence to create a barrier, but it's very stupid to keep the barrier people outside of the barrier when you want to contain whoever is inside, right? But at the same time, they don't know if Kawaki is gonna retaliate or not. So I don't know, maybe they should have created two barriers, one with a barrier containing Kawaki, and then another barrier to contain the first barrier but with the people inside, so no internal forces can interrupt the barrier and no external forces can interrupt the barrier as well. But it is what it is, I guess. So Naruto is gone. Everyone is wondering where Naruto is. Turns out that the chakra arm, the prosthetic arm is working again, meaning that Naruto is still sending chakra to Kawaki. So I think in a way, right, that is Naruto's way of saying that even though he's gone, he is still alive. As long as the prosthetic arm is working, that is a sign that Naruto is alive. So I feel like that is a signal. I feel like a lot of people missed that and thought, oh, it just means that Naruto is alive, so therefore they're going to get him. But I feel like it was Naruto actually sending them a signal, because think about it, no one except Sasuke knows his fate, right? But if he was to disconnect the arm and then reconnect it again, people will know, okay, he's alive. And that's exactly what Kawaki picked up on, right? Naruto's signal. So the next point I want to talk about is Kashin Koji. Based on what we've seen in this chapter, it confirms a few theories, and Kryptonian Saiyan and Anime Balls Deep were talking about this. They basically said that Kashin Koji might be a double agent. And based on the information we received in this chapter, it seems to be the case, because he basically said that he will attempt to take out Jigen. And the main reason why he was spying on Kawaki and Boruto was most likely because of the Karma Seal. It might be the key to defeating Jigen, because based on what we found out, or it has been confirmed, everyone guessed it, but the Karma Seal basically gives you the powers of the Otsutsuki who basically gave it to you, right? So if jigen or isshiki Otsutsuki, if that's really isshiki Otsutsuki in there, gave Kawaki the Karma Seal, then that basically means that Kawaki can use Jigen's powers or isshiki Otsutsuki's powers, right? That also means that Boruto can actually use Momoshiki's powers. And maybe that is why Boruto can, absorb and release stuff. We've seen Jigen absorb stuff, but I don't think we've ever seen Jigen release it out again. And I think that Boruto might be able to absorb stuff and return the favor. So yeah, that's actually quite interesting there. So Kashin Koji, this whole thing about him being a double agent and being from Konoha basically emphasizes or pushes the theory that he is Jiraiya more forward, because he's basically doing the same thing that Itachi's doing. And well, when he comes into Konoha, right, apparently his chakra signal has already been registered. So yeah, it makes sense that whenever he comes into Konoha, no one notices, because he is a double agent kind of thing, right? And I don't think anyone from Kara has actually noticed that. But as time progresses, we will see what will happen. I don't think that Kashin Koji will be able to beat Jigen, because think about it, if that happens, then it would have been too easy, isn't it? So let's talk about Kara in general, right? So in every organization, they all have reasons as to why they are in the organization, right? And the best reason, I think, for any organization to band together to achieve a certain purpose is because they all have the same values. but that doesn't seem to be the case for Kara. Apparently Amado has a wish, and that is maybe the reason why he is helping Jigen, because Jigen has promised to give Amado his wish. Now here's the thing, that's a bit stupid, because think about it. Jigen, in his head, he has his own monologue in his head, and Amado doesn't notice this, but he's basically saying that Boruto and Kawaki are going to be perfect Otsutsuki vessels, and a tree will grow on the planet and suck its energy and kill everyone on it with it, right? If that is the case, it doesn't matter what Amado's wish is. And he looked at Delta, and people think that it has something to do with Delta, but I think he was just glaring and thinking, and he just saw Delta standing there. I don't think it has anything to do with Delta, but in general, the point I'm trying to make is that if Jigen is going to let a tree grow on a planet, that basically means everyone's gonna die, and Amado's wish is basically irrelevant, right? As well as Kara, I feel like all of them have their own wishes of stuff they want. Maybe they want to become Otsutsukis too, or they want to be a different race. Maybe they want the ability to transcend into a higher being. I don't know, I can just guess, but based on what I'm seeing here, Jigen is gonna backstab them. He's basically using them as his pawn. So let's talk about Uchiha Sasuke, because right now Naruto's down, he's been guarded by Boro, and Sasuke only has one arm. I feel like in order for him to go all out, he's gonna need a partner on his side because Naruto's gone. So I feel like this is the perfect time for him to leave Konoha with Boruto, so Kara doesn't exactly know where Boruto is, so they can, I don't know, use him as a vessel for someone else, probably Momoshiki. But Sasuke is definitely gonna have to use the prosthetic arm. I think Kawaki is going to be captured by Boro, because obviously the flashback, we see that Kawaki's hand has been restored, and who else can do that better than Kara? And if that's the case, I think Boruto is going to return with the prosthetic arm of his dad. Sasuke might, use that model and readjust it to his left arm, because Sasuke's dominant arm is his left one, right? So I feel like they're gonna remodel that into a better version and put that onto Sasuke, and then Sasuke will be able to go all out, because remember, he literally has a handicap. So now that that has been established, I have one question, right? If apparently Kawaki can open space-time dimensions now, and apparently so can Boruto, does that mean that Boruto can basically go and retrieve Naruto? And if that's the case, then the first scene doesn't make sense, because Jigen basically says, I will send you where I sent the 7th. But if Boruto is grown and knows how to use the karma seal, he should be able to go there and basically save Naruto from there regardless. If he knows how to open dimensions now and he's seen how it works, why doesn't he just do that? And why is Naruto still stuck there? I guess probably Jigen sent someone to guard it, or maybe Shikamaru is right and Kawaki was actually a spy for Konoha, and he probably did something to Naruto even after that, or he probably teleported the ball somewhere else. But yeah, next chapter I hope we actually see the Jogan, right? Because it has to do with dimension stuff. It's basically redundant now. Well, its dimensional powers are redundant because Boruto's karma basically does the same thing. I want to see Boruto use the karma seal, or at least learn how to use it, so we know that he can basically activate the karma on his own, because so far it's only been triggered by Kawaki's karma. I definitely know that we are going to see Sage Mode Mitsuki, because Boruto is not going to be an easy opponent, because he is an inner of Kara. And with Sarada, I don't know, maybe she might awaken a new stage of her Sharingan. I doubt that, but Sarada does have the new, generation technology of ninjutsu, so maybe he can surprise Boruto with that. As for Kawaki, I'm definitely sure that Kawaki is going to, now that he knows that he has Jigen's abilities and he understands that, he possibly can activate the 2nd stage, or the Otsutsuki mode, whatever that's called. They haven't given an official name yet, so that's what we're gonna call it. Karma Seal Stage 2, I guess. And it's gonna be a tough fight for Boruto, I think, because Kawaki is definitely a force to be reckoned with the power that he wields. I don't know, like, if his chakra is connected to Naruto, right, with just the chakra arm, and the karma seal of his is connected to Jigen, does that mean that he can access Jigen's chakra reserves? Or who knows, like, maybe that's actually a good question, and I want your thoughts in the comment section down below. So all the comments that are left in this video, most of it or whatever I can answer will be answered in a follow-up video answering questions. So yeah, leave your comments in the comment section down below on what you thought of this chapter. I give the chapter a 9 out of 10. So yeah, it has been a good chapter, and that is my basic analysis right there, but I'm going to go into depth. So yeah, with that being said, I have nothing more to say. I hope you enjoyed my analysis and thoughts. Share yours below, and bye.